your girls are raving bloody lesbians, you know.
That is a misfortune that I'm perfectly well aware of.
Very short girlfriend check.
Caitlin, today is your day. Whatever you want to do, I have to say yes.
Really?
Yeah?
Okay, seriously?
Yes.
Okay, can we go to Costa and can we get every vegan thing that they have?
Yes.
Really? And you'll pay?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, could we go to Lakeside and have no spending limit?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
Can we get married today?
Yes.
Okay, yay! Woo! Okay, can we get a curry and you have to eat it too?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay. Can we go and sleep under the stars on the beach?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't think you'd say yes to that one.
Even if it's raining, yes.
Yeah, really? Okay.
Yes.
Can you do my hair for me and wash it and everything and dry it and do all of that? Jazz?
Yes.
I don't have to do it. Thank you. Can I sleep on this side of the...
Questions for the Queers Part 3. Do you guys ever get super uncomfortable when you have to do something that's like considered like straight or like straight culture? Like one time I was in the car with my dad and my brothers and we were just driving around all day running errands. And my dad pulled into the parking lot of a hardware store because apparently he needed to get a screwdriver. And he didn't want to go in, so he turns to me and he says, "Ruben, can you go in there to get a screwdriver?" Sir. I have 2 straight brothers. Why are you asking me to go into the hardware store? Anyways, I went in because I listened to my dad. I walked in there confidently with my floral button-up shirt and high-waisted jeans, and I was like, all right, bitch, we're going to find a screwdriver. I don't know what a screwdriver is, but we'll figure it out. I kid you not, I'm looking for like 20 minutes, and I find this one tool. I'm like, I think this is a screwdriver. I don't really know. So I grab it, and I have to go ask the worker because I have no Wi-Fi. I couldn't Google it. I was like, excuse me. And this straight man that works there, he's like, yes. I was like, is this a screwdriver? And he goes, no, that's a wrench. What is a wrench?
Do y'all understand how difficult it is to figure out your sexuality when you're also on the ace spectrum? It's so difficult. Oh my god. I mean, like, yes, you have a nice face, but am I attracted to you? We may never know.
I heard that some people are trying to categorize NBs into AMAB and AFAB, and no, you're supposed to categorize us based on whether we collect smooth stones by the river or do arson.
Hey, I hate my uterus. Please remove it. Uterus haver no more uterus than my uterus in the first place. No uterus, no baby. No baby, no breeding. No breeding, no value. I just want it out. But maybe you want baby. No.
TikTok lesbians, you're killing me, Smalls. Here's the thing. I'm a happily married woman. My wife is a smoke show. She's the shit. However, we have been together for 11 years. So that like new, I'd walk over broken glass for you, love. You know, it's kind of like, would I still walk over the glass? Sure, but I'd be like, let me get my shoes first, you know? But every day on here, I watch you guys and your new butterfly U-Haul drive across the country, love. And it, you know, it just, in my, So here's what I need. If you were gonna have this new love, I need to see them. I need to see these crushes. I need to see these women that you're like, oh my God, there's this girl, wink, wink, wink. What does she look like? The reason I need this is because I will be picturing the two of you together. And when I do so, I like things to be accurate, you know? Can you do that for me? Can you do me a solid? Can you just throw me a bone? I'd appreciate it. We would all appreciate it.
We got a problem, my dudes. It's gray sweatpants season. I got plenty of gray sweatpants. That ain't the problem. That ain't the problem.
I need a little help from the trans community. My son is trans, female to male, and his birthday's coming up in a couple weeks, and I figured out what I want to get him for his birthday, but I need a little help getting it. I want to get him some good binders, like actual good binders. I bought him one from Amazon. It didn't turn out so great. And it was only one. And anybody that has teenagers, boys, girls, they, them, they can tell you that sometimes teenagers are gross. You may not want to admit it, but you are. So I'm looking into buying him multiple binders for his birthday. And that's where you come in. I need suggestions. Brands to buy, where to buy them, good prices, what to look for when I'm actually buying binders. You know, the whole 9 yards. Because I don't know shit about binders, and I'm not ashamed to say it. And I've tried looking it up, and I'm totally fucking lost. There's so many of them. You wouldn't think there are, but there are. So if you could leave your suggestions here, or even make me a video, that would be great. Thank you.
Dear transgender baby, let's go for a walk, shall we? There is no wrong way to be transgender. Being trans isn't a competition, and do not feel pressured to pass. Wherever you fit in within the spectrum, remember that you are valid. And we need you. So keep shining. Love you always, baby.
Thank you for the support for the gay community. The gay community really pushes it.
The rainbow represents?
Gays?
The
Lesbians?
rainbow represents a promise.
A promise?
Represents a promise.
To be gay? To the hey mamas?
Nope.
Shake that left and tap it, girl. Bring it back and drop it, girl. I wanna see you pop it, girl. Don't stop, just drop it, girl. You got.
Okay, so you're gender fluid, right? So what does that mean? Does that mean you're like a girl some days, you're like a boy some days? Like, how exactly does that work? I want to understand so that I can connect with you.
I feel like 30 shape-shifting dragon rats in a trench coat.
This one's definitely going to take 2 parts. My kids had always spent summers with their mom. I had custody. They would fly over to her in Europe, and that was my time to be me that summer. And one summer, they were there, and one of the kids they play with cut through our backyard going to another kid's house and spotted me sunbathing in a bikini and completely flipped out. Text messages start flying back and forth to Paris, and my ex says, you know, you better tell the boys that you're coming out before they hear about it from their classmates. So I flew over for a family meeting. Family meetings in our family, never for good news. The last one had been to announce we were getting a divorce. So I fly over to Paris, and I think I'm going to be super smart and sort of ease into it. The boys are 11 and 15 at the time, the conversation in part 2.
I don't have unrealistic expectations. All I'm trying to say is, when will a gorgeous couple who are widely rumoured to be vampires invite me to their formerly beautiful mansion now in a state of disrepair, and then serve a lavish meal that they barely pick at while they sip on dry red wine, and then trade compliments with me borderline salaciously? And then it starts to rain, and one of them goes, "It's getting very late. You really must stay for the night." And I do stay for the night. And if the implication isn't clear, I then get railed.
So if you haven't been able to tell yet, I'm a little, and I have a friend group that's super accepting of my sexual orientation, and they are all straight men. And there was this one time in particular where my friend Matt called me and he asked if I was hanging out with the boys that night. And I said, I'm actually supposed to have someone over. I can't hang out. And he goes, okay. And I hear him yell in the car to everybody else, Josh can't hang out tonight. He has a D appointment. And then I just hear in the back of the car, don't you mean an ass appointment? And then over the phone, I just hear him yell, does Josh look like a fucking top to you? So yeah, they even know my position.
ACAB has a double meaning. If you have ACAB in your bio, not only are you against corrupt cops, but you're also assigned cool at birth. And that makes you pretty epic.
Part 2 to calling my teacher a lesbian. So she's handing out the test, right? And she's cracking the fuck up. But she starts reviewing the entire test first. So I'm already assuming we're gonna get to this question. Finally, we're at the question. She goes, all right, guys. I had a lot of fun correcting these. She looks dead at my soul. And I'm just sitting there because I know when she's looking at me. I'm like, I'm trying to pretend I don't know what the hell she's talking about. She continues. She goes, where am I from? She goes, many of you had the right answers. Some of you were wrong, but that's okay. And then one made me laugh. So then she looks towards me, laughing, right? Melanie, why don't you tell the class that you put for number 1 of extra credit? So I'm like, miss, I can explain. I'm so sorry. And she goes, no. It made me laugh. Tell everyone. So I was like, oh, fuck. I'm just sitting there, kind of afraid what's going to happen to me after. And I'm like, I called her a lesbian. Melanie, I'm Lebanese. Oh, right.
Thank you for your question, Knife the Goblin. To answer, no, I no longer have any genders left. I traded them away in 1976 for 3 cigarettes and this holographic Arcanine.
I'm conditioning you.
I'm not buying.
And I'm not buying it.
I kissed it good. I liked it.
If you a woman with a VV, I like that. If you a man with a VV, I like that. If you a man with a PP, I like that. If you a woman with a PP, I like that. If you a person with people parts, I like that. If you a person with no people parts, I like that too. If you a man and a woman with a PP or a VV, I like that. If you exist in this physical realm, I like that.
There's a guy over there in his chair watching me, and I hope he can't hear me. Okay, so here's what happened, all right? I was in the bathroom, right? And so I go to, like, I don't use the urinals. I go to the stall. That's my jam. And so, obviously, I don't have the proper appendage, so I just hover. But I guess it sounds like, you know, a guy peeing. So I come out of the stall, and the guy goes, why were you sitting backwards to pee? It's so, I just said, out of instinct, I just said, it's so big that it's easier to keep it in its place if I just hover. And he said, okay, Thunderdick, I see you. Thunderdick. This is now how I identify. Thunderdick.
So I've said it very many times and I'll say it again. My DNA will always be male, my chromosomes will always be XY, and I will always be an American citizen who has the right to do whatever they want with their own body. And I just so happen to be born in the wrong body. So now I'm doing everything in my power to fix it, which if I do say so myself, I feel like I've done a pretty bang up job about it. Anyways, since I am an American citizen, I have the right to do what I want with my own body. I am expecting that most people are gonna call me she. Now, if you wanna be a little transphobe and call me he all the time, go for it. But I think it's pretty obvious what I am and what I look like, and that you're just a jealous little hater. Kisses, bye.
Hold the phone. Hold the motherfucking phone. I'm doing my comment app, right? Look at this. Look at this. Is being gay an activity? Well, yes. But will it help me get into college? Okay. I see. I see. LGBT+. Description. Hold on. Yup. Let's see. Internalized homophobia there. Internalized homophobia there. Sure. There we go. Definitely postgraduate. All motherfucking year. Yup. Yup. I hope I get accepted.
Found out that I was gay last year. Didn't ever think that I would be queer until a little lady whispered in my ear, and then I was like, ha!
I'm really just out here living in the relationship of my dreams with like no fucking permission. I can be like, hey babe, I really want this tattoo, and she's like, okay, let me do it. And then like also we have never mind. And like she's an MMA fighter and she could literally kill anybody just by looking at them. And so I was like, oh my god, my fucking head hurts so bad when she stitched up on my couch when I cracked my skull open. It hurt so bad from the douchebags bumping their bass next door in the parking lot. And she was like, bet. And so she went over there and was like, shut the fuck up. And they stopped immediately. And now she's grabbing me dinner. I love her.
I have a question for lesbian TikTok, mom TikTok, bi TikTok, or anyone that is adjacent to, those communities. My 13-year-old daughter just came out to her mother a few months ago, I suppose, that she had a crush on another little girl in her class, and she didn't quite know how to process that. Frankly, I didn't know how to process my first crush either, so, all things being equal there. Now, she has not told me, and I don't need her to. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. But I want her to not go through some of the same struggles that many of my dear friends have in their adolescence of this. Now, the world is different than when I was a kid, but at the same time, I know a lot of people have problems with parents and fathers and things, and I want to know, what can I do to be the best I can through this for her?
So the next question I have for you is, when is the proper time to move in with a partner? We're gonna start with the heterosexuals and move our way down the line, okay? I'm not sure. I want to say like 1.5 to 2 years is a good time to like move in with somebody. Yeah, like, I totally agree. Like, I think that's a good, like, yeah, let's go with that. Haha, you fool! You assume that I have found a relationship in which the person that I'm with does not think I'm constantly cheating on them due to my sexuality. I'll move in with them the day that they're my best friend and we can share hot chocolate and blankets and movies and gummy bears and... Okay, pansexual, we get it. 2 weeks. Weeks? Hey, it could be worse. I literally have a U-Haul parked in my driveway at all times. Huh. Asexual? I don't know. Probably wait till like engagement or something. I'm in 3 relationships at the same time, so like, it's not really a matter of when we move in, it's more of a matter of where I move with that specific person.
I went to Starbucks and the person at the window was a trans woman. Like, originally I was like, ooh, pretty woman. And then I saw the little rainbow pin on her little Starbucks hat and I was like, gay pretty woman. And then I saw the trans flag colors on one of her other pins and I was like, trans pretty woman? And my mom is like the worst person ever when it comes to like ordering things. And she like looked at me and gave me like a look in response to my mom. And I like mouthed to her, I don't know, I'm so sorry. And we just like exchanged queer solidarity eyes. And I know she probably thought I was a lesbian, but I was just like, trans man, trans woman solidarity.
Alright, I have all the sexual orientations here today, and we're gonna ask them what is their biggest turn on. It's ass. Yeah, girl, it's that fat dump truck. Yeah, it's ass. Mine is friendship. Yeah, we know. Mine is to finally feel love, instead of everybody wanting to use my body. I guess for me, it's just people being okay with me being poly. Someone who finally trusts me. I didn't do anything to deserve this. Bisexual, I really think you need to go to therapy. And pansexual, how the hell are you so happy all the time? That's what you think. Okay, so you guys really, the only thing you're looking for? Ass? Okay, well, I think honestly, having a really nice, no, you're so gay. Maybe like good communication skills and wanting to spend time with me? Thank you, lesbian. Very good answer. I'm sticking by what I said. I want me some ass. I know.
What are you for Halloween?
What? What am I? Oh, I'm a straight man, Tia. It's good to meet you. I don't respect you, but I like your boobies.
Hey, if you're seeing this on your For You page, it's probably because you're attracted to trans men and masculine-leaning non-binary people. I just want to let you know that, the reason why that is because you're attracted to anime characters. And we kind of all look like anime characters.
Do any of my fellow LGBTs like have the story of how your parents knew you were gay? Because you know, you hear a lot that when people come out to their parents, they're like, oh, we've always known. We've known since you were 5 years old. I'm struggling with this piece of hair. My dad told me his. So first of all, I didn't come out to my parents. He just straight up outed me at dinner. We were sitting and talking about like gay issues for whatever reason, and everyone is on the same page in my house. I have very supportive parents. And my dad just turns to me and goes, oh, Pilar, we know. And I was like, know what? And my mom was like, yeah, what do we know? She had no clue. But my dad did. And the reason he did is he said, well, I've known since you were about 5. Because one day we were watching Ella Enchanted together, and I kid you not, you would not stop talking about Anne Hathaway's boobs. And in that moment, I thought, you know what? Maybe she's gay. And hey, he got one right. 10 points to Gryffindor, Bob.
Glow Up LEDs is having a flash sale with 40% off on their best-selling LED strips. Click the link in the description and use the discount code below for an extra 10% off. Orders go towards supporting this channel.
Meow, 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 meow.